Ninjaman a ninja, me no Honda, me no Yama. Ninjaman a ninja, no Suzuki, no Katana. Ninjaman a ninja, me a no police, me a no soldier, me a the general, me a no pushover.
Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well, and as usual, I thank you all for joining me here. I'm your host, Danielle Speaks TV. Wagwan, my people. I feel like I haven't touched base with you guys in a while. Alright, so guess what now? For this video, I want to talk about Desmond Valentine, aka Ninjaman. So we know that he's currently incarcerated in a Jamaican prison since 2017 for the murder of Ricardo Johnson, which is the incident that took place in 2009, right? So his team, which has lost a member, which is what's her name again, Nita something, she died recently as well. So I believe that even her death kind of hinders the case, but I'm sure there was a team around there, but I'm not sure if she was the lead on his defense team. I always saw her being vocal about his case, so maybe she was the lead on the case. So hopefully they have everything together. Now Ninjaman is going for an appeal on my birthday on June the 2nd, right? And there are 4 grounds of his appeal, right? Number 1 is that the trial experienced extensive delays before it could actually begin. Now, before Ninjaman case started, I think there were 17 trial dates that were set. So that alone made it an extensive wait, which we will get down into due process when it comes to Ninjaman's side of thing and his case and how he might fight it, right? Now, his argument is that the delays in the trial, his alibi witnesses that would testify in court that he wasn't on the site at the time of Ricardo Johnson's murder, those alibi witnesses were not available due to how many times the case was called or mentioned, right? So that's 17 trial dates that were set. So some of those witnesses are gone, right? And it kind of draws close to cartel thing when it came to a retrial, and they didn't have the witnesses and they lost upon the evidence and the exhibitions. They didn't have all of them. Now with Ninjaman's case, his alibi witnesses were not available, and he's arguing that is due to how many times his trial date has been postponed, which again is 17 times, right? So he's arguing that point in court. Now let's get to number 2. Number 2 is inconsistencies in the court transcripts, which have also been noted. So say for example, if somebody testify, understand and said John was there with the phone, and then in the transcript it said John was there with an orange, instead of a phone, then that would mean that they two aren't correlating with what was said in the courtroom and what was transcribed. Now, let's get to number 3, which would be there is concern that Ninjaman's public profile and celebrity status may have influenced the jury. And we draw that straight back onto Cartel as well, because that was an argument for his defense team. Now, I find this argument kind of valid, due to the 2002 Sting incident with Adams, and he handed over a gun and he did this extensive interview on his criminal history with Emily Crooks in 2003, and those interviews are very popular. So I don't know if they may have played a part in biases already. So he's believing that his status is all bad man, dandog and gold panty, toothpaste cum. You know what I'm saying? Real bad man, girlfriend.
All original rude boy clean on a gun. All nice and decent celebrity security force clean on a gun. The original from teeth, gold teeth, then gum and gun pun teeth, dust teeth with toothpaste come. Psycho rude boy. Mina one. Now don't listen to the Dan. Original Dan Gorgon. Now look, when I did it then, Gorgon coming. When I did it then, then Gorgon coming. When the diddy then Gorgon coming all night long. All night long. All night long. Jerry, you know what I'm gonna do? Me just gonna kill them and done. Kill them and done. The moment
Emily Crooks. Emily, whatsoever. When I'm on a real bad man in a girlfriend. When did you have your kids? When did you become the dog? When did you become the Don Doggone? 15. You know what I'm saying? All those things could bring biases into the courtroom. But there was a point in Ninjaman's before he got sentenced when he was trying to do the right thing. Even though we can't say he was trying to do the right thing from Emily Crooks' thing. But then he did also go back pan Sting and say, Adams have to give me back my gun. Adams have to give me back my gun. You understand? And this was like his interview was in 2003 and I think this murder was in 2009. So he had 6 years. You understand? Before him actually go get himself in a trouble. But then he was out on bail since 2012 and then finally 2017 he was sentenced to life. Now let's look at sorry if I'm going on a lot. Oh my god. I saw me talk when I talk about cases, so I better can't just keep up in the man. So number 4 was the prosecution heavily relied on the legal concept of common design. So basically, how the prosecution delivered their case was, okay, so if this and that take place, that means that it must involve. If there was an argument, right? If there was an argument in the day and Ninjaman returned back on the scene, obviously this premeditated, even if we never see Ninjaman on camera, you understand? I shoot nobody, the sequence of events from the witnesses are lining up. You understand? So then you have a common design. So I think the only thing they really have in Ninjaman's case, maybe the ballistics, because I think he was found with an illegal firearm and ammunition. Adams, give me my gun. Come give me my 16 and M1. I'm not gonna give you by my barber rates. I have one argument to settle with one beanie man. Adams have to give me back my gun. Why? So it's just a common design where you say, okay, we put that together almost like circumstantial. You understand? I don't think his case is concrete because I think what makes a case really concrete is DNA evidence and them something there. You understand what I try to say? Irrefutable evidence, but all you have is a person saying that him see Ninjaman shoot the youth. Right? Remember said that never catch on camera, you know. Not only that, Ninjaman is also arguing that, well, me have people who say I wasn't there. This is my alibi, right? So it is, I don't know, I wonder if they did use data that this fit. Obviously, the text message never about the place, you know? So, him never really that informed on himself too much still, you know, man. But then there was people there, so Ninjaman just go there and dissect, allegedly pop off him gun and Ricardo get shot. You understand? But him same have alibi witnesses that wasn't available because of how many time them set the trial date. So, I mean, you can argue that in court because if you have somebody who can say you wasn't there, just like how you can have somebody who will say you was there, then that person should be heard on the defense's side. You understand? So, that is flawed right there. And how long they took to bring the matter forward. Remember, said this a murder did take place from 2009. He did out on bail because when he did an interview with Winfred Williams, in which he was speaking on Cartel's conviction, which was in 2014, I believe he was talking about his case, and in that interview, Winfred Williams said he's been on bail, and eventually in 2017, he was sentenced to life in prison, along with his son and somebody else, right? So these are the 4 arguments that he's fighting when it comes to whether he'll, be granted a retrial or not, or whether, the conviction remains the same, and we have to go try again if possible. Maybe at some point try to get it to the UK Privy Council. You understand, where fairness, I'm not rich, but fairness may be an issue, even though sometimes jurisprudence it can be hard depending on what them a fight still. You understand? But whether I'm killing him or not, I don't believe that it is a concrete thing. I believe that it was just an eyewitness, the same as Chow, who say, remember say Chow say Cartel do it up. No, by matter of fact, Chow never say Cartel do it. Chow saying come out there and see my man there on the ground at the end of the day, while him and Cartel in our back room. So obviously Cartel never did do it, but he was there. So at the end of the day, if the appeal court finds it credible, the arguments, that those 4 arguments, then maybe there's a chance for a retrial. But you have legal experts who have classed this case as a slam dunk. You understand? So the only way you can get out of this is with procedural flaws. All right? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. And sorry if I was babbling. Daniel Speaks TV. Oh, big up for yourself. Yeah? I love.
Ninjaman na ninja, min na Honda, min na Yama. Ninjaman na ninja, no Suzuki, no Katana. Ninjaman na ninja, me a police, me a soldier, me a the general, me a no push over.